What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles on a scorching day. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. First things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation. Salute to the Unfiltered fam, Mod Squad, Goons. Run the likes up to 95%. Let's keep it gangster, bruh. Last but certainly not least, tip your bartender, bro. What's going on, dog? I'm just outside, enjoying the fact that I could be outside on a beautiful day like this. Just had me some lunch, and I'm out here chilling. And I decided it's time to blaze one for the nation, man. It's time for me to finally smoke my victory cigar, bro. I've waited 3 weeks for me to do this because sometimes, man, you have to put yourself on punishment until you get things done. Okay, I love smoking a nice cigar, man, and chilling. But guess what? When there's work that needs to be done, and there's a bag that need to be accumulated, and there's things that I need to do, I'm gonna tell myself I'll do that after the deal is done. And the deal was done yesterday. The deal was done yesterday, y'all. So yeah, man, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna enjoy one. But I also had to come in and let you guys know a little something, something, bro. Okay, man, here in LA, bro. If you're not a fan, let's get this tip jar jumping off too. If you're not a fan of the Los Angeles Rams, the news that is coming out in this city that I live in, that I've been living here 20 years. If you're not a fan of the Rams, bro, you might need to go ahead and just get ready for your team not to win a damn thing when it comes to winning a Super Bowl. Because Aaron Donald, bro, this Aaron Donald shit is more serious than a lot of people think, bro. It's imminent that he's coming out of retirement after yesterday. Okay? Just like another guy who was out 2 years before he came back to the Bulls, and that's Michael Jordan. All right? Now, let me say something first and foremost. Okay? Let me go ahead and fix something first. All right? Besides this cigar, let me get this started. Unless your ass is just somebody who just wants somebody else to be the GOAT in basketball. That could be LeBron, that could be Kobe, that could be Steph or whoever. And my dad was going to say Bill Russell. Could be whoever. Michael Jordan is universally recognized as the greatest basketball player of all time. So when you start comparing that guy to anybody, I know it only irritates you guys when LeBron is compared, but anybody, even Kobe, as much as I love Kobe, it irritates me that people try to compare Kobe to Michael Jordan. That irritates me, even though I love Kobe, but no, dude. You have to understand what the greatest of all time means. That doesn't mean almost, close enough, damn near, 1B. It means when you're the GOAT, no one stands next to you. There is no, I'm at the top of the mountain and someone standing next to me. No, I'm at the top of the mountain and maybe you guys are at the base of the tip of the mountain, but there's only one person standing at the top. All right? So, for me to compare this situation to Michael Jordan, I have to make you guys understand why I'm doing that. I just told you what the parameters are. You don't compare a GOAT to nobody else. When people try to make other people be a GOAT, like he's a GOAT. Okay, you're one of many GOATs. But there's one GOAT that's the lead GOAT. There's one that is at the apex. All right? I think a lot of you guys out there that claim you know football really only know your team more than anything. You know your team, and you know what you want from your team, and you know who you like from your team. Okay? And anybody that isn't on your team, You're going to give them respect, but not as much because they don't play for your team. All right? Man, what a good ass cigar, man. After yesterday, when I landed that situation yesterday, I finally got what I needed to get done. So I'm going to celebrate. A lot of you guys don't understand who Aaron Donald is. You've heard of him, you've seen him. But if you're not a Rams fan, you don't have a real appreciation for Aaron Donald at all. You wouldn't compare him to Jordan at all. But the reason why you wouldn't is because you don't know football. You don't know football enough. You might play Madden, you might have played back in the days. You might really think that you're the smartest person, but you do not understand who Aaron Donald is, and I'm going to let you know who he is. All right? Just in case. He hasn't played for 2 years, but you need to understand who this guy is. Aaron Donald is the greatest defensive tackle in the history of the National Football League. That's who he is. There is no defensive tackle to have ever played the game of the Professional Football League since 1920, since its inception, 106 years in, that is better, more talented, and greater than Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald don't play for my team. He don't play for the Raiders. But I know football more than I know my team. Because it's my job to know that shit. There's no way I should be walking around here talking football and not understanding who the greatest of every position is. If you don't know that shit, you're not on my level at all. You're not an aficionado. You're a fan, which is cool. But the problem with fans is that a lot of times you guys cross the threshold and walk across the street and get your ass whooped when you step over here. Because over here, it's aficionados over here. We don't play favorites. We don't care if we like you. We don't care if you beat us. If you're the GOAT, you're the GOAT, bro. And Aaron Donald is the greatest defensive tackle. There's only 22 positions on a football field at a time. You take half of those, that's 11. The defensive side of the ball. If you don't know and point at a position and know who the greatest nose tackle is, know who the greatest defensive tackle is, know who the greatest defensive end is, know who the greatest outside linebacker, know the inside, the Mike linebacker, you don't know who the middle linebacker is, Mike. You don't know who the outside linebacker on the other side. You don't know who the greatest cornerback on the left side is. You don't know who the greatest quarterback on the right side is. You don't know who the greatest strong safety is. You don't know the greatest free safety. You ain't on my level. Because I'm supposed to know that shit. So when somebody comes and tries to slander another player, saying that this player's better than this player, I get to throw out what I know to show them they don't know shit. Aaron Donald, there is no argument, is the greatest defensive tackle of all time. Who else is on that list? My boy Mean Joe Green, man. My boy Joe Green. You know, I saw you talk to Mr. Green at the airport. Me and him was going back and forth. I told him I was a Raider fan, and he told me, hey, I was taught to hit Raiders in the head. Okay? We had a good ass conversation. I got the picture and all of that shit. It was beautiful talking to Mr. Green. It was an honor. Mr. Green is on that list. John Randall's on that list. Not defensive end. Defensive end is easy for you casuals. It's very easy. You're going to talk Reggie White. You're going to talk Bruce Smith. You're going to start talking about your favorite guy you guys have on your team, a Von Miller, a Max Crosby, this guy, that guy. But when you start talking about those interior dudes, y'all don't know that shit. You don't have no idea. Okay? But I'm telling you, Aaron Donald is a three-time depoy. One, two, three. Three-time depoy. He played 10 years. He was an all-pro first team 8 years. Okay? He was in the same draft that Khalil Mack was in. Khalil Mack was drafted 4th. Aaron Donald was drafted like 9th or 10th. Who's looking like a shell of themselves and who's looking like an absolute beast, even though he ain't played 2 years? So I'm here to let you guys know, when I say Michael Jordan, Aaron Donald is the Michael Jordan of the defensive tackle position. He's the GOAT. And what you guys don't understand is he's playing alongside. If and when he comes back, I'm saying it's imminent, but there's a caveat to that. There is an out for me if he doesn't, and I'm going to tell you what that is. But as of now, he's going to be playing against Max Garrett, who is also one of the GOATs. He's not the GOAT yet, but he's one of the damn GOATs to play the defensive end position. But he's playing against the GOAT now. He's going to be playing with the GOAT. Now, let me tell you something. Adam Schefter, bro, yesterday, man, Aaron Donald was at practice. Okay? Aaron Donald was at practice, and he was videotaped at practice. He was photographed at practice, and he was outside. Now, understand, where the Rams training facility is in Woodland Hills. Okay? I go out there because the mall's out there. It's right down the street. Okay? A very nice mall. My son likes to go there because they have like a kid's place where he can run and jump and do all kinds of crazy shit. Okay? I drive right by it. You can drive by and actually see the field. You can see shit just by driving by. Okay? It's not hard to see people. Plus, there's apartment complexes that are high as hell. Aaron Donald was outside yesterday. Do you know how hot it was yesterday? Let me give you guys an idea how hot it was. I took my son to camp yesterday. That's in LA. That's going into the heart of LA. When I got there, my reading on my car was 100 degrees. 100. When I got back here, it was 80. Because I'm near the beach. If you keep looking and you use your X-ray vision, you'll see the beach. Okay? Beach is over there. It was 100 degrees in LA. That's the valley, bro. There is no breeze. There is no wind. There is no awning blowing. It is dry. It is hot. And he was outside, bro. And you know what he was doing? He was testing himself. He wanted to see how it felt. Get back out there. He wanted to see if he still had his mobility. Oh, he's in shape. But is he in football shape? He's not in football shape, but he's in shape. He looks like he's in football shape. But he got outside and he was doing drills. And he was doing lateral shit. And he was doing explosive drills and jumping out of a three-point stance and hitting going through the damn boom, doing all that shit. It was about 105 degrees out there, bro. A man that has not played professional football in 2 years, he's only 35, has never had a major injury. He has never had an ACL. He has never had an NCL. He's never had an MCL. He's never had a damn Achilles. He's never had shit. He ain't hurt. He ain't injured. He don't got CTE. This nigga is outside testing to see whether or not he feels it, which is what Adam Schefter said. How do I feel? Do I feel like I can do it? Because it's all here and in here. It has nothing to do with his physicality. It just has to do I want to do this shit? Do I want to? Do I feel like I could play the way I've been playing? This man just walked away from the game. He just walked away. The game couldn't even retire Aaron Donald. They're like, hey, dog, you can play some more. Aaron Donald, like, hey, man, I'm out. I'm leaving on my own terms. He did a Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders wasn't hurt when he retired. He just walked away. Hey, man, so holla at y'all. Now he's walking back. And he gets to play with the best defensive player in the National Football League on his team by the name of Myles Garrett. And they're already the favorite in Las Vegas as far as the odds to win the Super Bowl before Aaron Donald was talking about coming back. Because they have the best offensive player in Matthew Stafford. The Rams have the offensive MVP, and the Rams have the defensive MVP, and the Rams have one of the best young coaches who's already won a Super Bowl, and the GOAT coming back. Your ass is gonna get your ass whooped if you in that NFC West. That means Niner Empire, y'all gonna get your ass whooped. Seattle, y'all ain't repeating shit. Arizona, are you still in the NFL? Because we do not know. Anybody that's in the NFC, you better hope Matthew Stafford get hurt. You better hope something. They're going to beat your brains in. And AFC, you're the only chance. Because maybe you can outscore them. Their defensive secondary isn't that great. How do I know? Because I know football. I don't have to know my team. I know football, period. I watch them all. Their defensive secondary is not that good. But if you can't throw the football because you're on your back, like your girl is when you're at work, pause, it doesn't matter how good my secondary is, homie. If you don't got time to set up, if it's 1,001, 1,002, and that's your ass, because you don't know what to do, because Aaron Donald's coming and that beast is coming, you ain't doing shit. You're going to run the football, and who are you going to run into? One of them cats. Okay? It is looking bad. All right? It's not looking good. Unless you're a team like me, on a full rebuild, I ain't got to worry. My future is a third string quarterback at this point. I got a first year coach. I got a first year defensive coordinator. I got a whole brand new organization. Brand new owners, brand new everything. I'm not expected to do shit. So it's not going to hurt me to see you guys crying when your team's getting your ass whooped. It's not going to hurt me at all. It's going to hurt you. Okay? You're the ones that's going to be getting your brains beat in. I'm already done went 3-14 last year. I mean, shit. I win 5 games. I did some shit. But you really thought that you going to the Super Bowl. Ain't that right? How about them Cowboys? Y'all swear on y'all life y'all going to win every year. Fly, Eagles, fly. And all you guys in the NFC, y'all going to get y'all brains beat in. And I'm going to be laughing the whole time. I'm going to be busting up. I'm going to be crying laughing because you swore that it was going to be your time. But Aaron Donald is imminent to come back. All right? Just like Jordan did when he was off those 2 years when he was playing baseball. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Goats are goats, bro. Okay? We're not talking about a ram. We're talking about a ram that happens to be a billy goat. With a cat who's probably going to be a billy goat himself playing together. That is a major effing problem for the entire league. I'm not missing a Rams game, dog. I don't miss them anyway. But I'm going to be watching that shit. If my team's not playing, I'm gonna be watching the Rams, and if they are playing when my team's playing, they're on record on the DVR. They're gonna be beating people's asses, and I'm gonna be laughing my ass off, dog. Why am I still comparing it to Michael Jordan? Because how did Jordan come back? If a lot of you guys are pretending it, depending on how old you are. Some of you guys are Similac children. Either y'all wasn't around or y'all was shitting in a pamper. Okay? Michael Jordan started coming to practice. He showed up to practice one day, didn't tell nobody. He just showed up. Walked in, got out of his car, didn't even go in the locker room. Showed up, suited up. That nigga drove in it. He drove in them Jordans. He was wearing them Jordan 6s or 7s or whatever. I think he was wearing Jordan 7s. And he drove back. Might have been the Jordan 8s. Drove back, drove all the way there, got out, had all his bullshit on. Had his practice shorts on. Had his North Carolina shorts underneath his basketball shorts. Had a cutoff shirt and had the Bulls shit on. Already had his shoes on. Didn't come in and change no shoes. Just pulled up. Security's like. Because that's what I would have did. What's up? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. Drives up, don't tell nobody, didn't tell Phil, didn't tell Scotty, didn't tell John Sally, didn't tell nobody. Just showed the fuck up. Got out, walked in the gym, and everybody's like this. Well, what's up, Mike? What's up? Hey, man, just thought I'd come down here, man. See what's popping. See what's popping. Hey, you coming back? I didn't say I was coming back. I came to see what's popping. Jordan came over, took over the whole practice. He goes, I'm going to take all these bum dudes. You keep your starters. That's what Jordan did. It was Jordan, Judd Bushler, Stacey King, rest in peace, and all these other scrubby dudes, Will Perdue, and all these other cats. Mike, you had Scotty, you had BJ, you had Horace Grant, I know that whole team. Mike ain't touched a basketball in a year or two. And based on what everybody said after that practice, because once they found out Jordan was there, that's when all the press was coming. Ooh. They weren't allowed in the building, but they were outside. And when they found out Mike came back, and when they said, how did it go? Mike lit everybody's ass up. He wasn't even in basketball shape. He lit everyone up. Everybody was barbecue chicken, ribs, pork chops, brisket. It was all that shit. Pork shank, pork shoulder. All day. What did he do the next day? Went to practice. What did he do the next day? Went to practice. What did he do the next day? Went to practice. Aaron Donald went to practice yesterday just to test it out. And you know what he did? He did exactly what Mike did. Cooked everything, bro. Every piece of meat that was there was being toasted, fried, dyed, frigazine. It was being rotisseried. It was being breaded. It was being sauteed. Everybody got their ass whooped yesterday that lined up against Aaron Donald, bro. And I'm telling you this right now. Aaron Donald coming back. It's imminent. 3 words. Not so fast. There's only one thing that can stop Aaron Donald from coming back. And that is Erica Donald. Oh, you don't know who Erica Donald is, but I'm pretty sure you could figure that out. Erica Donald can put a cork in this champagne bottle that everyone's in LA is popping it out. All she has to do, bloop, and it's over. That is my out. If Erica Donald throws her weight around as his wife and doesn't want him to leave her and their kids, because he's been home. He's rich beyond rich. He's home, accessible, take kids to school, pick them up, go to all their plays and all the shit that fathers, real fathers, do like me. She ain't trying to just give her husband back to the National Football League. He ain't hurt. He don't got CTE. He don't got no injuries. He don't got no knee problems. He's not walking around crippled. If she puts her foot down, Aaron Donald's not playing, bro. And I know for a lot of you single cats out there, or a lot of you cats that's in a bad relationship, or you guys are divorced, or you guys have had bad marriages, or whatever the hell, you got a Godzilla baby mama. You would tell yourself, oh man, my girl could never stop me from doing all of that. Oh yeah, because you had a shitty ass baby mama. You had a shitty ass wife. You had a shitty ass girlfriend. You had a shitty ass whoever the hell she is. That's why you were able to do whatever the hell you did, and that's why that shit didn't work. But when you got a good one, like mine, it's gonna be, she don't want me to do something, that doesn't automatically mean that I ain't. But if you think it's gonna be easy, it ain't. It's gotta be a serious, not a fight, but a serious negotiation, bruh. Because why do you marry somebody if you ain't gonna respect what they want you to do? Same with you. Okay? I don't give a damn what was popping. My wife want to do something that I don't want her to do, that I know it shouldn't be happening. That's gonna be a thing that's not gonna happen, bro. And I'm telling you, outside of Erica Donald, this shit is going down. Now, here's the thing. Guess who put out a tweet yesterday? Who hasn't put out a tweet in months? No, I wasn't Aaron Donald. Even though he put a picture of himself at practice, a long picture that was from way back. He took that same picture and posted it on his Instagram. Go see it. When him standing out in that heat, he posted that shit to let you know, I'm here. Erica Donald posted a tweet yesterday. And every time she posts a tweet, the internet goes crazy. The last time she posted a tweet was when all this shit was, when Myles Garrett got traded to the Rams. Okay? She put out 2 words. She said, y'all funny. That's all she said. When they were, oh, they're coming back. She said, y'all funny. That was it. And I came on here and I said, Erica Donald said, y'all funny. And I said, that's not looking good. But yesterday, she hadn't posted nothing since then. She doesn't post a lot. She's not a person that's on social media. Yesterday, she did it again. She posted 4 words this time. I'm learning so much. That was it. The person that can put the brakes to all this shit, Fred Flintstone style, barefoot in bedrock, went from y'all funny to I'm learning so much. Aaron Donald, he gets the green light from wifey. It's looking like wifey is softening up. Before it was y'all funny. In other words, get your ass up away from around here trying to take my husband and my kid's father to come back to play for y'all. to I'm learning so much. What did she learn in a month or two? That Myles Garrett is and him can make history, and how much that could be. 2 years of not getting no money to getting some money. Oh yeah. She is friends with Kelly Stafford, Matthew Stafford's wife, and all these other wives that's still in the Rams shit. They've been talking to her. Erica, why don't you come over for tea? Why don't you come over for tea and let's talk? Aaron Donald's about to come back and do a Michael Jordan on you cats out there, bro. And I'm going to sit back and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to laugh. Because he is not going to come back and play like shit. He's not going to do it. For all you guys that are wishing, especially with AFC West dudes, you guys really hope that Aaron Donald's going to come back. He's going to look like a shell of himself. Nah. He's not. He might be a little rusty. Like Jordan did when Jordan came back and played the final 17 games when he came back at the season, and he had that 45 on. And then he played the Orlando Magic. And then Nick Anderson said that 45 doesn't play like 23. And then he changed his number to 23. And then he was dribbling down and Nick stole the ball and they lost to Orlando when Shaq was in his second year. And then they went to the finals and then they lost to Hakeem Olajuwon, the Houston Rockets. I remember everything, bro. That's not going to happen to Aaron Donald. Because Aaron Donald is making sure he's ready to play. And that's what I'm here to report. I'm here to tell you, bro, any of your dreams and aspirations in the NFC to get to the Super Bowl, you're going to have to go through SoFi. And you don't have to worry about the other team that's there. The Sparklers, excuse me, I mean the Chargers. You don't got to worry about them because they're not going to do shit. Okay? They're just going to continue to live in the broom closet because they don't have a stadium. I'll never understand how Charger fans talk so much shit when they live in the garage. Okay? I go out there to warm my car up. They're in the bed sleep, smelling fumes because they don't have their own shit. But with that being said, Aaron Donald, he's coming back. Only thing that's stopping him is his wife, which is a big stop, but she's looking like she might just let that shit go. And if you got a good wife, like I do, and you really, really, really want to do something, and you sat down and you explained why, and you gave all your shit, she's going to say, okay, I'm with you. You got a good wife. I've never heard nothing greasy about Aaron Donald. I'm outside. I'm here in LA. I know everything that's popping. Aaron Donald, plus his wife is beautiful. Go look at her. She's beautiful, bro. He ain't got to go outside. Okay? When you have a good one, they'll support you, but you need to prove your point. They ain't going to have you out there looking stupid and doing nothing dumb. They're going to sit you down and talk to you and make sure everything's good. Okay? So, that's what I'm here to report. Here in LA, man, the Rams fans, they're having their way right now, bro. But Aaron Donald has yet to apply for reinstatement. He is a retired player. He has to be reinstated into the National Football League. He doesn't get to just come back and just play football. He has to go through the process with the league, get reinstated, which isn't going to be hard, and get his old locker. Whoever's got his old locker, you better move out of his shit. Aaron's going to walk in, he ain't going to tell nobody to move out of his locker. Yo, whatever you got in Aaron Donald's locker has already been moved. Hey, yo, man, where's my shit at? Man, your shit is around the corner, dog. Well, who moved it? Shit. Stan Kroenke moved that shit. Sean McVay moved that shit. Shit, Myles Garrett moved that shit. Because that's what I do. You better get your ass up out of there and move over there. That's AD's spot. So, I hope you guys are ready, especially you NFC guys. I hope you guys are ready, bro. Y'all ain't gonna get nothing done with them two. I've never seen nothing like it. I've never seen no off defensive line like that. I've never seen the greatest defensive. Well, hey, hold on. Let me stop. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. But not complete. I saw Mean Joe Green. I saw that steel curtain defense. Mean Joe Green, L.C. Greenwood, Jack Ham, Jack Lambert, Donnie Shell, all of them cats, bro. All of them. Okay? That defense, I've seen all of that. Joe Green was the greatest defensive tackle until Aaron Donald showed the fuck up. So I saw one of them, but they didn't have the greatest. They didn't have the greatest defensive end, but they had a Hall of Fame defensive end. Okay, but with that being said, man, Aaron Donald, man, and Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett sacked 23 people. 23 quarterbacks got sacked, if not more than that. Record. Aaron Donald, 3 defensive players of the year. You're not getting shit done. You might as well just forfeit when you play them. Unless your team is gonna get some timely turnovers or some shit. When you're on defense, you're gonna have to win that game on defense. You're not winning that game on offense. The Rams are gonna sputter. You know, you got Puka Nacua, getting still suspended for biting on girls. Let's not forget. Okay? You got Devontae Adams. He doesn't get the ball. He's not going to want to play. You don't got a running game. Matthew Stafford is the MVP, but okay. You're only as good as who you could throw the ball to. You got the homie Jordan Whittington. He needs to get the ball more. Whittington Thomas's cousin, the homie. Outside of that, the defense is going to win. So let me go ahead, read you guys' comments. But y'all didn't understand how great Aaron Donald is, man. You're not even excited about that shit, bro. You're not on my team, dude. It doesn't matter, bro. When you're talking about an all-time great, when you're talking about seeing an all-time great return to the field, bro, that's a win for the whole league. That's a win for everybody. If you're a fan of football, and a lot of you guys aren't fans of football, you're a fan of your team, which is not the same. I know people, if their team's not playing, they don't even watch football. And if their team's not winning, they don't watch anything. Me, I'm watching football, bro. I'm the type of kid, I was the type of guy who I pull over to the side of the road to see if I see a little league playing and I can see it, I'll pull over just to watch a couple of plays. I'll be like, oh shit, look, Pop Warner, let me see what's popping. Just to watch it because it's football, bro. Just to watch it. Oh, okay. Oh, little dude's out there hitting. Pull off, drop. Because I'm a fan of the game, bro. All right? It's never my team over the game. Because without the game, I don't have a team. My priorities are always in order. All right? It's football, then the Raiders. It's never the Raiders in the game. No. I played the game before I had a team. I love the sport more than I love my team. I do. Because if my team decides to not play no more, I'm going to watch football. Straight up. Okay? I watch college. That damn UFL and all that shit, I tried to watch that shit. It's just, I can't watch it. That I can't watch. Because it's just too bad. It's just too bad. I mean, I might as well watch you guys play flag football, bro. You and the bowling team decide to go to the beach and try to catch the football. You know, I see these old dudes trying to throw the football and shit, or falling down. But the beer never hits the ground though. They'll drop the pass. They got a cigarette in their mouth, dangling like this, dangling. Then they got a beer, and then they're trying to one-hand the ball. Okay, no, we're not doing that. Okay, so let me go ahead and read you guys' comments. But the GOAT is coming back, and there's nothing we can do about it. All we can do is hope they don't win. That's all. Because I'll be damned. I'm glad that I'm 3 years out, 3 years out. Because I'm telling you, I'd be depressed if I thought I had a chance to win. And we play the Rams this year. In Vegas. That might have to be a game I go to just to see it. Yeah, I'm going to be rooting for my team. But if I don't win, I ain't going to be mad. I'll be like, hey, man, shit. You got the greatest defensive tackle and one of the greatest defensive ends, if not the greatest defensive end by the time he's done. Hey, I wasn't expected to get shit done. Okay, what is Kirk Cousins going to do? Run? What's he going to do? Okay, he ain't gonna do shit. If he can't throw the football, then nothing gets done, bro. Okay, if Genty can't run, we're cooked. I'm sorry. I'm still a 3-ringer, regardless. But damn, let's just keep it a buck. Simple as that. So yeah, man, it's imminent. Unless Erica Donald says, hell nah. Get back over here, honey, and I need for you to help me with this wallpaper to put in the baby's room. He's playing because he was in 100+ degree heat yesterday cooking. Go watch the video. Cooking outside. And he was still doing, he was just. I mean, this is one of the times that I am definitely envious of another team. I mean, come on, man. This is unfair, bro. This is bad for the morale of the NFL fans when these dudes get out there and they just start beating everybody's mouth just off their face. It's bad for the morale of the NFL. Unless you're a team that doesn't win games like mine. Then it's not. It's actually going to be funny to see you guys. Your season's already over. But it's not fair, bro. It's not. But you can't get mad because they did everything right. What did the Rams do wrong? Did the Rams try to cheat and stack a team? No, they didn't cheat and stack a team. They just went to a desperate, broke-ass franchise by the Cleveland Browns and offered them a couple of dollars, and they were able to grab the best defensive player in the National Football League to go with the best player in the National Football League last year to go and convince Michael Jordan to come back to the damn Bulls. They went and got Dennis Rodman. Scottie Pippen's already there. Phil Jackson's already there. And then, hey, Mike, do you want to play with Dennis Rodman, who's what? In my opinion, the greatest defensive player of all time, because he could play all 5 positions and guard all 5 positions. Scottie Pippen, and you come back. How hard is that? Aaron Donald has never played for another team besides the Rams. He's a Ram from beginning to end. All they did was get on the phone and call the GOAT. Hey, bro, you want to come over here and play with Myles Garrett? Myles Garrett's happy as hell he's not in Cleveland. He's here. And Stafford just won it too. They are playing chess while the NFL is playing go fish. Everybody's getting lapped right now by these dudes, bro. Everybody's getting lapped. It doesn't make any sense how this just happened. Right in your face. Right in your face, league. Everybody. Makes no sense. So let me read you guys' comments. I'm enjoying my cigar, and I'm enjoying the fact that I'm going to see a lot of fans check out. If the Rams hit the ground running, and by the end of the year, they was smoking, but they just couldn't get themselves together in playoffs. If they start cooking and coming out the gate, and they run off 5-6 in a row, we're gonna start seeing people checking out. And you know how I know? Because when we do our did your team wins, when we do all of that, people come in, find out if your team won, we're gonna see all the people who didn't win not show up. Read you guys' questions. Okay, it's a little dark in here because the sun is right there. See that shit? Bright as hell. Okay? All right. Here we go. John Bankhead, what's going on? JB, what's happening? All right, man. Christy, what's up, Christy? How you feeling, girl? How you feeling? I hope everything is going good, and you know what I'm talking about. I hope everything is going your way. All right, man. Buck's Skull in the house. Do you think he's coming back? Yeah. I think he's coming back. As long as Erica gives him the thumbs up, he's coming back. He doesn't have to go out there. He didn't have to go out there and be in that heat. That took some type of I want to play. When you're rich beyond belief, you're already a Hall of Famer. Him coming back is going to push his Hall of Fame ceremony back 5 more years. He only needed 3 more years and he would have got in first ballot. He comes back now, it starts over. But if he's coming back, and he's not going to come back for 1 year, unless it's just a debacle. If he comes back and he looks like he's happy, he's going to play some more. Okay? But if his wife said, hey, it's not good for the family, and she holds her ground, he won't play. But based on her tweet yesterday, 4 words, I'm learning so much. That's all she said. What is she learning? I guess she's learning that her husband really wants to play. And being a good wife and a good woman and a good mother to your kids, that's what they do. Everybody, every woman that you get with ain't a piece POS. Most of it is you. You wasn't ready, you wasn't prepared, you wasn't willing to sacrifice, and that's why your shit is fucked up. But for those of us like me and mine, we don't have that problem. She's never going to do something just to stop me from doing it. She's never just going to be a hater and just, I don't want you to do something just because I don't want you to. No. And I ain't going to do that to her. I ain't going to, oh, I don't want you to. I just don't. Why? Because I don't. That's not going to work. If it's not benefiting her, it's not benefiting me. If it's not benefiting me, it's not benefiting our son. Same thing. But she went from y'all funny, meaning hell nah, to I'm learning so much yesterday. Why wouldn't he play unless she just wakes up and just says, hey, I'm leaving. You play football or I'm leaving you. I'm taking the kids. He won't do it. But she ain't going to do that. Okay? All right, man. Shoe Addict. What's good, man? Tapping in. East Oakland, man. East O in the building, bro. Okay? Hey, Shoe Addict, man. Please, man, find the granddaughter of Flint's. I wanted some of that barbecue sauce, but they wasn't mailing it out. Tell her that she needs to find a way to come back, man. I need to go home and go to Flint's, bro. Okay, I need my Flint's, bro. It's been a good 25 years since I had some Flint's. All right, man, Christy, that's right. Pop your shit. That's what I do. Major Raider, what's up, Major Raider? Yeah, Major Raider. I got your text about these practices. We're gonna find out soon enough. I know you and the Queen gonna be there, dog. But we had a great time last year. Okay? All right, man. Blaze one for the nation. I am, bro. I am. Man, I've been waiting 3 weeks. Sometimes you got to put yourself on punishment. Be like, you know what, man? I'm enjoying myself too much, man. Let me go ahead Let me go ahead and sacrifice a little bit. So let me go. That's what I've been talking about. Hey, man, I got to get this thing done. Yesterday, it got done, bro. Deal I've been working on went through. I'm like, shit, I need to do that some more. I'm doing that with this channel, too. 20,000 subs is loaded. We're going to do whatever it takes to get there. Okay? All right? I'm telling you in advance. All right, man, run these likes up. Likes ain't liking. Okay? Shoe at except Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Yeah, not Jeffrey Michael. Not Jeffrey Michael Jordan. That's the son. Michael Jeffrey. Okay? Like I said before, man, everybody's so quick to say that LeBron ain't the GOAT. And he's not. But no one's the GOAT, including Kobe. Because the GOAT is named Michael Jordan. There is no two GOATs, bro. Okay? Understand, there's only one GOAT at a time. All right? Sorry. No matter how much y'all try to spin it, it doesn't work. Well, he's the closest thing. He's almost. He's damn near. No. Second place is the first loser, bro. That's what it is. You don't come in second and stand on the gold podium. You stand your ass on the silver one. I came in first. You came in second. Stand on the second one. The second one's a little bit lower than the first one. Gold is worth more than silver. Okay? Let's not play games. Right? Aaron Donald is the greatest defensive tackle in the 106-year history of the National Football League. It's not even close. That cat won 3 depoys. But guess who else won 3 depoys, including 2 in a row? Last year and this year. Aaron Donald's castmate over to the right by the name of Myles Garrett. That's like Robert De Niro and Al Pacino in Heat. Remember in that first one, Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, man, in Heat, and they sat across each other and they did that dialogue and shit. I was like, 2 of the absolute greatest of all time going toe to toe. Now just imagine they on the same side. Now they're going against everybody. In their prime, bruh. Myles Garrett's in his prime. Aaron Donald might not be in his prime, but he's damn near in his prime. It's over, bro. Okay. All right, man. Justice Aaron Donald is an absolute beast in the weight room. They said they've never seen nobody as strong as him, man. I follow Aaron Donald on social media. I ain't a Rams fan, but I'm a fan of greatness. If you're great, I follow you. I don't gotta like your team, but I like greatness. Okay? And I like seeing greatness, and I like being motivated by greatness. All right? So I follow him. This dude is chest pressing 120 barbells on each arm. 120. That's 240. Not bench press. Hitting it. I'm like, man, shit. All I'm doing is lifting up a cigar and lifting up a tasty beverage. What the hell am I doing? That's what I gotta see. I gotta see people like that. That man hasn't played football in years, but he's like, hey man, what's that got to do with me being in shape? That dude take his shirt off. 24 packs. Still looking like he could play. Okay? All right, man. Roger Raider, what's up? Nice day for a live. All right, man. Cool booze hat, man. Love that place. Yeah, man. I got this the first day they opened. I know the owner over there, man, at Booze, bro. I chopped it up. I just was over there, man. Just chopped it up about some stuff. Just about a month or 2 ago. Okay? So, yeah, man, I got the Booze hat. You know what's funny about that, though, Roger Raider? When I came in with this, he was like, where'd you get that? I started laughing. I said, hey, I got this, man. The first day it was open. He goes, man, I don't even have that hat anymore. I said, man, you need to make these. I told him that. He's like, I don't even have that hat anymore. He showed me the one they have now. It don't even look like this. The one they have now does not look like this. This one looks dope. And if you notice, it's Philadelphia Eagles colors because Philly cheesesteaks. He's from Philly, so you can see how it's green. But he said I don't even have this hat myself. I was like, hey man, you better go do what you got to do. Okay. All right, man. All right, man. Straight up, man. Okay. All right, man. Jason Marie in the house. Major Raider Aaron Donald's a badass man. Bear definitely. Okay. He's 49ers in trouble. Okay, I agree, man. He has to have a Super Bowl to top it off. Hey, man. I don't need the Rams to win any more Super Bowls, bro. Because in this city, one of my rings is in this city. My third ring is in this city. The Rams won one in this city, and we won one in this city. I don't need the Rams to have more Super Bowl wins in LA than I do. I get to walk around here with my Raider shit on, knowing that this is still a Raider city. I can do that. I live where I won my last ring at. The stadium that I was playing in is round over there at USC. I walk around with my Raider shit and don't have no problems. Because everyone knows the first Super Bowl that was ever won in this city was by us. Not by the Rams and not by the Chargers. But if they win again, that knocks me down. I'm not trying to do that, bro. I don't want to be the Anaheim Angels around this bitch. I need to still be, I got a ring, you got a ring, okay, I still got mine. You ain't better. We're standing face to face, but you ain't past me. So I don't want them to win for that, but I'll sit here and watch them win. If they win, I'm going to be laughing because they're going to be winning at the expense of everyone else. All right, man, straight up. Now he wants to pair up with Myles Garrett, and I don't blame him. Dude, if you have a chance to make history, and why not? All he has to do, man, is suit up and find out whether or not he still has the fire or not. Nothing to talk about. All right, man, Nathan Manning, 35 years old and hasn't played a game in 2 years, though. He wasn't even producing the same numbers last year of his career. Does he need to? Okay, look at it this way, man. Like I said before, there's always somebody that wants to try to bring somebody down so you can understand them. Nate, you don't get to bring Aaron Donald down so you can look at him. That's what people do. They want to take a goat and take him and bring him down to eye level. When you're talking about Aaron Donald, you have to do this. And you don't want to. You're not a fan of the Rams. You don't want Aaron Donald to be what he was. So you want to grab him here and bring him down to eye level and say what he's not going to do. Does he have to? When Michael Jordan came back after his first retirement, was Jordan averaging 37 like he did before? Was he averaging 35? What? No. His production went down. Jordan was averaging about 29. He was averaging 28. He was averaging 31. He wasn't averaging 35. He wasn't averaging 37.2 or whatever he averaged when he was in his second year. He wasn't scoring like that because he didn't have to. When you have the reigning, listen to these guys out here. Look at how ridiculous these dudes are. When you have the reigning back-to-back defensive player of the year right here. Like I said, man, the casual fan has ruined team sports, bro. Okay? All right, man? Or you're a Rams fan. Even if you are. That's even stupider to say that shit. Myles Garrett is the back-to-back defensive player of the year. Does he have to be better than Myles Garrett? No. That's ridiculous for a Rams fan to say something stupid. Maybe you're not really a Rams fan, bro. Maybe you're a Niner fan converted. Aaron Donald does not have to come back and be who he was before. All he has to do is be Aaron Donald. Do you know what they're going to be doing? Do you know what an offensive coordinator is going to be doing? Do you know what Kyle Shanahan's going to be doing, bro? He's going to be staying up all night trying to figure out how he's going to scheme against them two dudes. He's going to change his whole game plan. When you play the Rams, you're not going to run your shit. You don't get to run your shit with them two. I don't care who he is. A Michael Jordan scoring 29 points a game is Michael Jordan scoring 29 points a game. That's what that shit is. Okay? That doesn't make any sense for a Rams fan to say that. Well, his production, what do you mean, bro? You don't need for him to do that. You can just say, man, Aaron Donald could just say, hey, bro, you tackle the shit out of the quarterback, and anybody that runs through this A gap or B gap, I'm tackling the shit out of them. What are you talking about? That shit's ridiculous. What's up, Maurice? What's happening? Okay. All right, he's not back at retirement firm yet. I saw him out there. Okay. I saw the video of him walking around doing the drills. I don't understand why a Rams fan is sitting over here hating on Aaron Donald. I don't understand it, bro. Do you know the only reason why you won a Super Bowl against Joe Burrow and them is because Aaron Donald sacked Joe Burrow? You can't make this shit up, bro. You just can't. You just can't. I can't believe a real Rams fan said that. I'm going to get on the phone and call my boy Leonard. My boy Leonard, who born and bred in Inglewood, Rams fan, and ask him. Because I don't believe you're really one. You're probably trolling on here. That doesn't make any sense. When I hit him up and I said, Aaron Donald, he's like, yeah, it's over for all y'all. That's what he said. He didn't say nothing about, well, his last 2 years, bro, he went down in production. And he didn't say none of that dumbass shit. Because he understands what it is. Okay? All right, you can't make it up. All right, man, you can't make up something like George Lopez said, the same thing. Come on, bro. You don't. Michael Jordan, when he came back, did not have to average 35 a game. When you had Dennis Rodman, you had three of the best defensive players in NBA history on the same freaking team. You had Dennis Rodman, former 2 or 3 depoy. You had Scottie Pippen, who deserved to be a defensive player of the year, never got it. You had Michael Jordan, who was the defensive player of the year. You had 3 of the greatest defenders in the history of the league on the same team. So Jordan has to guard the best guy, score 35 a game. No. All I got to do is score 28. All I got to do is not even guard the best player. That was Scottie's job. Scottie's job was to draw whoever's the scorer on that out there was his job. Scottie was the one that was covering the number 1 scorer. Mike wasn't when Mike came back because he was saving himself for offense. And then Dennis Rodman was shutting whoever else needed to be down. That's why when people try to tell me that the what was it, the 09 or the 09 what was it, 018, 18, I think it was 18, 17 or 18. 2018 Golden State Warriors 73-9 would beat the 72-10 Chicago Bulls. I laugh. They're gonna get their ass whooped. I give Warriors 2 games out of 6. It's gonna be 4-2. Your best bet is to win the opening game and maybe stopping them when they're up 2-1, and you make it 2-2. Then you're gonna get your ass whooped. Is there an answer for Curry? No, there's no answer for Curry. But is there an answer for Mike? No. That offsets. But who's going to be guarding Curry? You think it's going to be Jordan? No, it's going to be Scottie. Long ass Scottie Pippen's going to be guarding Steph. Steph's going to have to shoot from the opposite side of the court, which he can do, but he's not going in and doing shit. He's going to have to work. Then you got Clay. Mike is on Clay. Can Clay stop Mike? No. Can Jordan stop Clay? He gonna slow his ass down. Facts. Clay isn't gonna be acting a fool. Clay's not getting what he normally gets. That's your problem. And Durant, is there an answer for Durant? No. But if you think Dennis Rodman isn't going to be on Durant, he is. Dennis Rodman going to be on Durant. And Shaquille O'Neal says the person that guards him the best in his prime was Dennis Rodman. KD's not getting nothing in the paint. Steph's not getting nothing in the paint. Clay's not getting nothing in the paint. And what is Dre going to do? Dre's not going to do shit. Because who is he going to be on? He's going to be on Scotty. You think Draymond Green is stopping Scottie Pippen? Maybe in the half-court set he can give him a problem, but in fast breaks, Scotty going to be dunking on Dre. Okay? It's barbecue chicken for the Warriors. They don't have a shot to win shit against those Bulls. They'll make it look good for a couple of games. Okay? All right. Big Kirk says, I'm not worried about the Crams, and my Raiders isn't worried either. Well, y'all ain't gonna, the Raiders ain't doing shit. I mean, shit. I'm a 3-star general in Raider Nation. I'm gonna tell you that now. We're not doing nothing, bro. What are we gonna do? You haven't seen this team as assembled yet. You haven't seen a snap. You've seen nothing. I'm going to training camp. You've seen nothing from this team, and neither have I. We haven't seen a damn thing. We don't even know how they look. We don't know shit. We ain't seen Kubiak's offense. We ain't seen a play. Okay? So, you can say what you want to say, but you know the truth. All right? Justice Saw said Vinny Bonsier was talking about Donald this morning. Why was he? Isn't Vinny B a Raider beat writer? What's he talking about it for? Because Vinny B's a football guy. Like I said, y'all can love football teams all you want to. I love my team too, man, but I ain't going to be a fool about it. When somebody has it, they got it. Because that's what it is. Get out there and prove them wrong. Get out there and play. But you talking about what we ain't worried about. We won 3 games last year. Please. Okay? All right, man. Okay? If you're not around to watch The Last Dance, you'll know by. Straight up. So you're saying Aaron Donald's going to come back and cook like MJ. He's going to cook as much as MJ did. Why wouldn't he? Aaron Donald doesn't have to be the best defensive player on his team because he has the what? Best defensive player on his team. I mean, come on, bro. Come on, dude. He doesn't have to do what he did before. All he has to do is do what he did when he was there 2 years ago. If he plays as good as he played 2 years ago when you got Myles Garrett who sacked Myles Garrett sacked 23 people when he was the only person on that defense. When you knew that you only had to worry about one cat. When you knew all you had to do was worry about Myles Garrett and you couldn't stop him from sacking people 23 times. When you've double teamed, triple teamed, pancake block, cut his legs out. What are you going to do now when you got Aaron Donald out there too? Man, y'all delusional, bro. It's okay to admit that somebody has an advantage. It's okay. It's not gonna make you less of a fan to say the facts. Don't be a dummy, bro. Okay. All right, man. Okay, straight up. All right, man. Solo said facts, bro. I'm just saying what it is. I've seen this before. Okay. All right, man. So how much is Aaron Donald going to pay to unretire? What is his bonus signing money? I mean, he ain't even there yet. Do you think money has anything to do with this? Do you think Aaron Donald's going to come back in and cripple their cap, bro? Aaron Donald's just going to get fair market value. He's an all-time great. They're going to come in and say, hey, Aaron, man, we're going to give you a hot, warm soda, bro, and all the barbecue chicken strips you can eat. You come back. No, they're going to pay him a fair market because they're going to know if he's not getting paid, Erica's going to say, you ain't playing. You can't lowball Aaron Donald, bro. You can't come in there and say, hey, we're going to give you the league minimum. Because his wife is going to say he's not playing for the league minimum. And guess what? He won't. See, you got to understand who you're talking about. You guys don't have no respect for Aaron Donald. Even the Rams fan that's on here doesn't even have enough respect. I got more respect for him than y'all do. I got more respect for him than Rams fan does. Because I know it doesn't take all of that. All it takes for is that dude to come back and play anywhere near to where he played before. The last year he played, to understand what that defense is going to be ranked. They're going to be ranked first in the NFL. Okay? Because Myles Garrett's there. He is the guy. He is the best player. But if you think Myles Garrett isn't going to learn from Aaron Donald, you're high. You're definitely on that K2. You're on that Perky Perks, and you're on that Heron. Okay? You have to be. All right, man. Marcus Guillaume said 103-degree temperature. I'm in the shade. Okay? All right, man. Straight up. Jeff Williams, I think he's going to play 104 degrees in Stockton. Man. Hey, man, the stock is hot up there, dog. Okay? I told you I used to be up there in Stockton, bro. I used to be up there off of Hammer Lane up there, dog, on I-5 and Hammer Lane. Right where that Burger King is at. I used to be over there a lot. Okay? I know that area very well. Okay? All right, man. What's going on, man, IZ? Marcus Guillaume said, when you're on the Raiders, you're not going to get any awards. I think Max deserves something. Max does deserve something. He does. But he's a Raider. You got to understand, man, the way that you win an award with the Raiders is you win that Super Bowl. Max should have been won a Defensive Player of the Year, but he plays for you. Come on, bro. You know how many people should be in? Lester Hayes should be in the Hall of Fame. He's not. Jim Plunkett should be in the Hall of Fame. He's not. Coach Flores just got in. Cliff Branch, rest in peace, who I'm very happy that I met, got the Hall of Fame after he was in the ground. Ken Stabler, the greatest quarterback in the history of our team. 1974 MVP. Super Bowl champion. Didn't make it until he was in the ground. So, what are we talking about? We're talking about individual awards, bro. You ain't win no damn individual award as no damn Raider, bro. Unless you're winning. You got to win, bro. Myles Garrett didn't win shit. He didn't win last year and he didn't win the year before, but he's a Defensive Player of the Year, isn't he? Dollar Gill. Okay. Ray says, I'm getting Max Crosby enthusiastic remarks, man, in regards to playing for the Raiders on the podcast for Fernando. Okay, I mean, that sounded like he was committed to himself. And man, I didn't even watch that. I haven't watched any of the Max Crosby, any of the Fernando shit. I haven't watched any of that, bro. Because I ain't in football mode yet. I'll catch up and watch it. I already know what was said already. Everybody hit me up. First person to hit me up was Justin Saw. Okay, anything that Max do, Justin Saw gonna come in and tell me the whole shit. I didn't watch it. I'm not geeked up about it right now. I'm trying to keep my emotions in check because I need to see something. I need to see what these guys are going to look like. I'm tired of thinking we're going to do something and then we win 3 games or 4 games. We've won 11 games in 3 years, bro. What am I excited about? I'm not excited about shit. Now, if you was going to tell me Fernando Mendoza was going to start from day one, I'd be hyped up. But Kirk Cousins, bro, I ain't hyped up behind that, dog. That's just us slowing shit down. That's just us trying to buy time. So, I'm not excited about it. So, I didn't watch it. Okay? Marcus Guillaume says, we definitely have our work cut out for us this season. Don't mean we won't win, but I haven't seen nothing. I'm not putting my endorsement stamp behind shit. Okay? I'm not doing it. Last year, me and Whittington Thomas went to training camp. We was on here. We went to the scrimmage. I told you everything before the season started. Do I need to repeat myself? I went, stood in the heat. It was about 105 degrees. Me and Whittington Thomas, they gave us plenty of water. The Raiders were great with giving out water, great with having fans and the mist and all that shit. It did not help. It did not help. It was so hot. We was under tarps. It did not help. It was so damn hot. What did I tell you? First thing I told you is that Brock Bowers was not playing in the 7-on-7 drills and he wasn't out there doing a lot. He wasn't doing shit because his knee was fucked up. First thing I told you. Then I told you our secondary was trash. Then I told you Geno was looking horrible out there, throwing interceptions all over the place. Told you that. Then I told you the best thing about your entire team was the D-line. Told you that. Told you all that. Then we went to the scrimmage. Major Raider was there. He's on here now. Told you that the second string with AOC almost won against the starters. It was the second team defense and the second team offense versus the first team offense and the first team defense inside the Death Star, and they almost won. The reason why they didn't, because Daniel Carlson, who was kicking field goals for both teams, missed it. If he would have hit the field goal like he was supposed to, they would have beat the starters. The second string was playing better than the starters were. AOC was cooking your starting defense, including Max Crosby, who was on that team, who did steal the ball from AOC and ran for a touchdown. But outside of that, the second string was cooking the offense and the defense first string starters. Then you wonder why we won 3 games. So if you think I'm going to sit here and buy into the Raiders are going to do this and that, I'm not buying in anything till I see it with my own eyes. I need to see something that I didn't see last year. Okay? Straight up. All right? Okay? What's up, Christy? I understand Aaron. For real, I honestly didn't want him to come back. But here we are. I'm tripping, though, because we're going to the Super Bowl this year anyway. Well, that's good. I hope we do, because if we do go to the Super Bowl, I'll be there. But that's AFC. It's a lot easier for us to get to the Super Bowl being in the AFC than to be in the NFC. Tell you that shit now. And Christy, we do play the Rams this year in Vegas. All right. So the Raiders have no primetime game this season. Nope. We don't have a game after 1:25 p.m. We don't have no 4:15 game. We play 0 night games. We either play games at 10 o'clock East Coast time, or 1:05 kickoff time, or 1:25 kickoff time. We get no nighttime. There is no nighttime Raider game. There is no coming home from work watching the Raiders. The Raiders will be on either when you're on your way to work or while you're on your lunch. There is no primetime game. Now, there is a flex schedule. Towards the end of the year, we got like a couple of flex games. Depending on how well we're playing or who we're playing, that could change. But for the majority of the season, we have nothing. No Monday night football. No Sunday night football. No Thursday night football. Because you suck. You won 3 games. You ain't shit. You had a 70,000-year-old coach and a quarterback who's in trouble with his shooby-dooby / agent / girlfriend by the name of Eugene Smith. I wouldn't want to put us on either. There's no reason for the Raiders to be on primetime, bro. If the sponsors who are going to be doing the commercials don't want to put no commercial time in, that's what happened. It's like, oh, the Raiders are playing. Man, I'm spending no money on that. Well, shit. We might as well not even let them play, because nobody wants to buy any ad time when those guys are playing. Now, if Kubiak can do what he needs to do and turn this shit around, that could change. They can always flip a schedule. They've done it many times. They've changed times where they've taken us off of night games and put us on a day game. They've switched it. They can do that. Next week's game will not be at 5:05. It will be at 1:25. They do that all the time. Okay. All right, man. Marks Gill, man. And Brady and AB, the Raiders would be hot. Man, if Tom Brady came back, that'd change everything. Let Tom Brady come back and decide to play quarterback this year and find out how fast we get some night games. Find out how fast we get some games. Watch how quick it'll be. They'll change those schedules up quick. But Tom Brady isn't playing for us, is he? Okay? All right, man. Okay, man. Straight up. Okay? All right, man. It's good that you learned something today. It's always good to learn. All right, man. Straight up. Christy, I have tickets for August 7th training. I'll be there. Hey, that's what I'm saying, Christy. I'm telling you right now. Whatever you do, be ready to burn up. It was hella hot last year, bro. Hella hot. But the Raiders do a great job of giving out water, bro. They give out water. They have people. They have the little little girls running around. You hold your hand up. They give you many bottled waters as you want. They kept us hydrated out there. They really did. And those fans, man. But those seats, bro, where all the fans be blowing at, that's where everyone is at. Then you be sitting in the damn sun, bro. Okay, tell you that now. All right, man. Sinatra in the house. What's going on? Okay, man. Straight up, man. 240 free weights, cheap chest bench press, hand in the hand, 120 barbell, 120 barbell. Aaron Donald's not to be played with. Okay. All right. I don't want Antonio Brown on my team. All right, man. Christie in the house. 83. You already know. King Ed, what's good? When I thought the Lakers were going to be done being held hostage by LeBron James, it looks like him and Clutch Sports. Hey, man, LeBron didn't hold no damn Lakers hostage, bro. You know how I know he didn't hold them hostage, and how Laker fans need to come to the realization that LeBron wasn't the real enemy. He was just the face of what you guys wanted it to be. It's your boy Rob Pelinka. Why are we being called the Snow Time Lakers, bro? Go look at that lineup. Go look at that shit. LeBron did all of that? Nah. That's why LeBron left. You're going to wish LeBron was there, man, if you see that damn lineup. Because I'm telling you right now, AR-15 is going to be out at least 30 games, and so will Luka. And you're going to be watching them dudes. I don't even know the guys' names that's on that damn team. Jonathan Kuminga ain't even trying to come over here. He's like, hell no. Nah. DeMar DeRozan's a free agent rolling around right now from Compton. How come you're not running after D. Roseman? Nope. You're not over D. Rosa? Ain't nothing to talk about. Come on, dog. DeRosa don't even want to play for us. And he's from here. Everybody think of LeBron this, LeBron that. Y'all always blaming the wrong person, man. Rob Pelinka's the reason why we're the way we are. Okay? Straight up. All right, man. Okay? All right, man. He's not holding up all the trades, man. Rob Pelinka did that shit. What do you mean? He wasn't holding nothing up. It had nothing to do with it. If I look at it like this, man. When I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, it don't matter what the next man's doing. If he sat around and waited for LeBron to make a decision, whose fault is that? If it was me, I'd have been like, hey, Brian, you're being funny style. I'm just going to go ahead and act like you ain't coming. You ain't doing nothing. I'm going to go ahead and move, man. Rob Pelinka didn't do shit. Plenty of people. Even after he's gone, you had all this time. Let's not act like trades weren't made. Let's not act like LaMelo Ball wasn't traded over there to Timberwolves. Let's not act like Giannis Antetokounmpo just didn't go to the Heat. Let's not act like Jaylen Brown just didn't go to my Sixers. Let's not act like moves weren't made after LeBron. That's just going to show you how you guys are quick to try to blame somebody who you never accepted in the first place, instead of blaming the person who's fucking up. And that's Rob Pelinka. All right, man. Trey Horton. What's going on, man? Raider Trey in the building. All Aaron Donald has to do is walk on the field. You have to account for him. Good luck, Niner Empire. Like I said, man, you're a three-ringer, bro. Come on, dog. Come on, Trey. We've been talking this shit since 6th grade. Me and you and Bill. We know what Aaron Donald means. He doesn't have to be the best player, bro. All he has to do is be Aaron Donald. You game plan for him. You change your plays. You're not even going to run that. Okay, you got Kyle Shanahan, who's going to run Christian McCaffrey. He's going to run Christian McCaffrey to the side opposite Aaron Donald when he's playing against Aaron Donald. The problem is when you run the opposite side, you're running the Myles Garrett side. So now what are you going to do? You got to deal with Myles Garrett over here. You got to deal with Aaron Donald over here. What are you going to do? Seems like the running game ain't going to get nothing done. Means you're going to pass the football. How you going to do that when you got the sacks leader on that side and you got Aaron Donald on the other side? What are you going to do, bro? You better be throwing quick outs, quick slants, bubble screens. You better be doing jet sweeps. I can't even think about that. How are you going to run across the lane with the football? How you going to do that? They don't understand it, bro. Like I said, a lot of these guys, they think they know football till they stepped over here, bro. You get over here, you find out you don't know football as much as you think. I don't have to be a fan of a player. Neither do you, Trey. We don't have to be a fan of a player to respect a player. We don't have to do that. We've watched enough football and enough greats to know a great player and what a great player brings. Okay? Talk about Braun all you want to. Whatever team he goes to is going to win more games than they won last year. Tell you that shit now. He goes over there, even at 41, they're going to win more than they did before. And the team that he doesn't play for always loses more. Every time LeBron leaves a team, they don't make the playoffs the next year. They don't do shit. When he left and made the decision to go to Miami and took his talents to South Beach, the Cavs got the first pick of the draft. They weren't shit. When he left Miami, went back to the Cavs, Miami didn't make the playoffs. When he left the Cavs and went to the Lakers, the Cavs didn't make the playoffs. Kyrie left. Went to the Celtics. He leaves the Lakers. Lakers ain't winning shit. He goes to the next team, they win. Call it what you want to call it. But I call it, if you were doing your job, general manager of any of those teams, you wouldn't be looking at a 41-year-old player and telling yourself, he's the reason why we ain't shit. When you wanted him gone years ago. You didn't draft well. Who did you draft? You drafted his son because he told you to. Who's the sucker? Who's the whole sucker? You wasted a whole first-round draft pick on Bronny James for the dude that you're blaming. I don't understand it. You bring in J.J. Redick to be the coach because Bron wanted you to. I mean, I'm just calling it what it is. You don't get to blame the person who's running shit for running shit. If you don't got a backbone, if you don't know how to tell your girl, that ain't happening, we ain't doing that. If she's just running your credit card up, if she's just wrecking your car and then expecting you to go get her another one, and you go do it, I know a whole lot of suckers. P.T. Barnum said there's a sucker born every minute. Okay? And there is. And a lot of them are on here. But understand, everybody ain't a sucker. I respect the fact that LeBron had his way because you let him. That's your fault. I would have said, nah, I ain't drafting your son, dog. What you gonna do? I ain't doing it. But y'all did. Or we did. Can't get mad, man, because that man came over there and did what he needed to do. He did leave you with something, didn't he? Gave you a damn bubble chip. More than what anybody else gave you. You ain't won shit since Cole. He came and gave you something. He didn't leave you empty-handed. But you don't get to blame him after the fact when there was 5 big-ass trades that was made after that and the Lakers weren't in the hunt for any of them. And you got a whole DeMar DeRozan rolling around right now. He's probably right on the 95 freeway right now, Christy, over there, heading to Compton to go over there to Dominguez High and just shoot around in the gym. And you don't even got him on speed dial. You ain't even calling him up. Come on, bro. Can't keep blaming LeBron James for that shit. All right, man. Okay, just aside, the dudes hating on Aaron Donald reminds me of all the idiots who... That dude is hating on Aaron reminds me of the idiots that hate up back for. Well, man, there's two different things. Aaron Donald's the greatest defensive tackle in history, and Derek Carr is not the greatest player in his position. It's a difference. But any Rams fan that tries to talk about Aaron Donald not coming back to up to form, you need to just turn in your damn horns or whatever the hell y'all use over there. Okay, what do they say at the games? I've been to a couple of Rams games. What do they call it? Whose house, Rams house, or whatever y'all. I think that's what it is. Y'all, you need to turn your shit in. That's like me. Okay, that's like me as a Raider fan not being happy that 2 years after he retired, Charles Woodson ain't coming back to the Raiders. Well, Woodson, his last couple of years, he wasn't, his pass defense ratio was lower. His, see how stupid that shit sounds? You sound like a whole fool. If Charles Woodson would have came back 2 years after, do you think anybody in Raider Nation would have been saying, well, his PFF rating when on third down was higher than it was? No, because Woodson's a GOAT. And we don't give a shit. Woody coming back is Woody coming back. See what I'm saying? See how ridiculous it sounds? But it sounds even more ridiculous if you're a fan of the Raiders to say that dumbass shit. But there would have been some dumbass to say it. Oh, well, Woody's not the same guy. It's always a casual, bro, who's walking around in a thong with no panty liner, walking around here telling us what's popping. No, Aaron Donald is the absolute GOAT in his position. There's no other defensive player better than him. Out of all the tens of thousands of people that play DT, there's nobody better than him. Period. But he's a liability. Nah. You just don't know football. Okay. All right. Rocky said what the Raiders need. Okay, I don't care about that right now. Marcus Guillaume said it doesn't have to be as good. He just have to be there next to Myles Garrett. Come on, man. These guys don't understand. It's like, bro, Marcus, MG is like this, bro. It's like the person who doesn't understand what they got till it's gone. Like they say, you never miss the well until the water runs dry. You ever heard that before? Something your grandmother might have told you or some shit. You don't like the well water, man. You wanted to get you some Avion water and shit. Well, it's not Avion, Grandma. But on a hot 105-degree day, you would love to have some of that well water right now, but the well's dry. And the car broke down. So now you got to walk 3 miles to go to the store to go get some water in the heat and 3 miles back. Oh, you want that water now. So like I said before, man, people that complain over bringing back a whole GOAT back to your team, I don't feel sorry for you guys at all, bro. Marty Lowe said, you're almost home for work. I hit you up when I land, for sure. Okay. Tom says, I'm dredging Aaron Donald's return to the NFL as a Hawk. That's a hard one to take. Well, man, look at it this way. At least you got a chip before he came back, Tom. Tom, look at it that way. You got you a world championship before AD showed up. What about Niner Empire? They're sitting on a good 31 years without a ring with 3 consecutive Super Bowl losses in a row. You know I know. Because I tell my dad that shit. At least you got one before he showed up. I don't feel sorry for nobody in the NFC. I'm going to be loving it. Okay? Rocky said he had a crazy day. Wish you luck. That's good, man. I wish you luck. Jenny used to cover the Rams. Okay, that makes sense. And Kubiak we trust. Rather win more than 9 games this year. Okay. Anything the Raiders get, I get. Just to let you know. I don't have to be the rah-rah guy. You guys can rah-rah. I don't have no problem with it. I love the Raiders more than y'all. Because I was with the Raiders before the Raiders won anything. Okay? Been there since 74. But I'm not getting my emotions tied up in July. Like, you don't understand, bro. Oh, then again, you guys do. I covered every Raider game except for the ones that I went to last year and every year. I take losses harder than anybody. I'm yelling, I'm screaming, I'm cussing. If it wasn't my TV, I'd throw some shit at it. Well, why break my own shit? I take losses hard. I am a sore loser. I'm an asshole when I don't win. Understand that. Just imagine well, my wife and my son have to hear me screaming and acting a fool in the house because I didn't win. I played 17 games and I lost 14 of them motherfuckers. I'm not nice. So I gotta save my energy until it counts. I'm not a young guy no more to be having my blood pressure raised up during a preseason game like I was last year. I was screaming during preseason. Ask Major Raider, ask his wife Joe, ask Whittington Thomas. When we was at that damn scrimmage, I was screaming and hollering, bro. I was screaming and hollering, and I'm playing against myself. It's an inner team scrimmage, and I'm screaming. When I saw AOC skipping the ball on the ground, I was screaming. When I saw Brock Bowers standing on the sidelines in some Jordan 3 black cement cleats, very dope. Not playing a whole lick, not even playing a down. I was talking shit. I was like, see, that's what the hell I'm talking about. He's hurt. Major Raider was there. He's on here right now. See, when I say some shit, it's the truth, bro. It's never cap. It's never a hope. It's always the truth. I was in there bitching. And then when AOC started eating up our secondary, when East Stokes was getting lit up, when everybody was getting lit up out there, bro, just running backs, but Zeus is running like he's supposed to through our defense. I'm like, damn, if Zeus is running for 12 and 15 and 22 and shit, what's everyone else gonna do? Run us in the ground like they did? I say, man, this doesn't look good. We won 3 games. And then, when Daniel Carlson had a chance to win the game for the second team defense, a second team period, over the offense, and he missed it. He legitimately missed it because it was like a 50-something. All he had to do was make it, and the second team would have won. Imagine that, bro. Your starters on offense and your starters on defense getting their asses whooped by the backups. It was close. If it wasn't for Max sack and he took the ball out of AOC's hand and ran for that touchdown, they would have lost. The starters would have lost, bro. Tied it up. Daniel Carlson made the extra point. Then they had the plays, Then they got the 4th down, and they was gonna kick that field goal. And everybody was like, I was like, man, if the second string team beats the starters, we're sorry. You don't let Frost off beat varsity, bro. If you ever played high school sports, ain't that right, Raider Trey? You don't let the Frost off team beat the varsity. I don't care if it's badminton. I don't care if it's dodgeball. The freshmen and sophomores don't beat the juniors and the seniors in anything. Not on no damn football field or baseball diamond or anything else. All they had to do was make a field goal. Ka-clunk. And that was the only reason why the starters won. And the starters were running around, jumping around, acting like they did something. And I was like, man, that's not cool, man. I was mad. I'm like, man, this is some bullshit. You're happy that you beat the guys on your team? Come on, bro. You're supposed to beat them. You're supposed to win that by at least 2 touchdowns. All right. All right, man. Okay, man. Rams might be, what's up, championship? Game Kirk gets caught up the field. Mendoza steps in. Sheesh. Hey, dude. I'm going to say this about Kirk Cousins. The last 4 games of the year against the Falcons, he was balling. They won the last 4 games. All right? But they were out of contention. Michael Penix got hurt. Kirk stepped in, and Kirk has a playoff win. He is a guy who has a playoff victory. We haven't had one of those since Gannon. I think Geno might have won one. Geno win a playoff game? Maybe. I doubt it, though. But I think he might have won one. So maybe that ain't true. Somebody look that up. But we ain't won that. Because DC didn't win none. We didn't have no playoff dude. Oh, Jimmy Garoppolo. Okay. I corrected myself. I just thought of it. Garoppolo did. But, come on, dog. When Mendoza gets in there, then I'll get excited. Because then that's when the new era starts. New era don't start with Kirk Cousins. He's on a 1-year deal right now. Okay? Might even be on that Angel dust. I understand that's bullshit. That's facts. Not exactly, but I do need to come down flying pretty high. Hey, man. They're all because they're all Raiders. Okay? Will said, what's up, Shaq? He's coming back? Outside of his wife saying he ain't playing, That's the only person that he has to contend with. And she said, I'm learning so much. Why did she say that? The day that he went to practice, that's when she said something. The day that these are the only two times that Aaron Donald's wife spoke on Twitter. The day that Miles Garrett, the days that Miles Garrett came to the Rams, that's when she said, y'all funny. Because you're talking about he coming back. Y'all funny. That means no. And the day he went to practice to test to see how he felt, she said, I'm learning so much. That's it. What did she learn? She must have learned her husband still has the motor to try to play. Because to go out there in 100+ degree heat with no wind in Woodland Hills, it's hot as shit over there, just to see if you still got it. She said, I'm learning so much. In other words, she's learning that her husband is really him. She's learning surprisingly. Because there's a lot of times, Major Raider's on here, he has a beautiful wife. I know my boy Raider Trey's on here, he has a beautiful wife. I know these two people personally. And the rest of you guys that may have somebody like that too. It's your job as a husband to, you have to let your wife know that you still him. You have to sometimes they get comfortable like anybody else, and you got to let them know, I'm still him. I'm still that same cat. The same dude that said I'm going to get this done, or I'm going to do this, or that's going to happen, or yeah, babe, we're going to go on this vacation to Europe or whatever. I'm going to make it, I'm going to figure this shit out. We're going to make it pop. And it goes, and they're there. They're on the ship. They're on the island. They're walking around the Eiffel Tower and shit. And they're enjoying themselves and they're looking around, and you say, I told you. Remember I told you? Yeah. Look around you. Where you at? Yeah, you right, babe. You right. Ain't nothing better than hearing that. Nothing's better than hearing that, bro. Oh yeah, we're gonna do it. How are we gonna do it? I mean, what are we gonna? It's this, it's that, it's this, it's expensive, it's blah blah blah. How are we gonna get off of work? How are you gonna do it? How are we gonna? What are we gonna do with the kids? What are we gonna do with all that shit? Like, you'll see. It doesn't hit them until it hits. You be at the airport, they're still not. It ain't locked in. You on the plane, flying there, and you land. It still ain't hit. Because it hasn't hit yet. You're the baggage claim, get the shit. You go through customs, they stamping shit, still ain't. You get to the hotel, still ain't do it. Once everything's set up, and now you fully in the hotel, you fully where you supposed to be at. Now it's time to go out and walk around, and all the pressure's off. You there, hotel there, everything, boop, 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 boop. And you boop, boop. That's when you lay it on. What you think? What you think? They ain't gonna say nothing at first. Yeah. Oh, Come on. Yeah, man. Yeah, So what did Erica Donald? She saw him out there. She saw them pictures. She saw everything. She's like, I'm learning so much. He still has it. And if I was a Rams fan, I'm not though, but I am envious. I do want to be in your slot. I do want for me to pick your shit up. Just pick your squad and just throw them over this rail. I'm up. Look, I'm up. I'm not. This ain't the first floor. This is the top floor. I want to take the Rams and throw them over the side and pick the Raiders up and just bloop, drop me. Let it be me in this position. It wouldn't be none of that talk that I'm hearing from you guys at all. It would be a different conversation. It'd be like, y'all getting y'all asses whooped. I'd be like, it's over for y'all. I would be talking so much shit. But like I said before, man, it isn't me. But I'm not dumb enough to believe that it's not going to be a problem for you NFC guys. Okay. All right, man. King Ed, what are your thoughts about Minnesota Stupid backcourt, Mel and Ant-Man? I love it. It goes to show, man, that you know why I love it so much, King Ed? Because it shows that the Lakers didn't do shit. Everybody blaming LeBron. LeBron gone. He gave you plenty of time to do something, dog. Free agency wasn't even there yet when he left. Free agency hit and nothing happened. They went out and signed a bunch of bums. Come on, bro. I love it because it shows everybody got better. Everybody got better. Sixers got better. Timberwolves got better. Miami got better. Everybody got better but the Lakers, bro. How are you the Lakers and you didn't get better, bro, when LeBron was the reason why we weren't winning everything according to everybody? I didn't believe that shit. I knew what it was. Calling him La GM. If he was La GM, he'd still be here. You didn't sign nobody, bro. You didn't do nothing. Acting like that man was taking up so much money. You gave that money to a bum. You gave LeBron's money to a whole bum. Or a group of bums. Or people that are hurt all the time. All right, man. Okay, man, you said you geeked up on this team. All right, man, it's good. And quarterback, that was absolute travesty and ruined Pete's greater career. What's going on? EG, EG, 2 days in a row, EG. What's going on, EG? Good to see you, my bro. Maestro said the Pistons are going to be good this year. Yeah, they are. Cade Cunningham is a monster. See how I can just jump and boop, boop, boop. See how I can do that? Boop. Football, basketball. Cade Cunningham's a bad boy. But y'all lost old boy, though. Y'all lost old boy, man. That dude that was gonna put Draymond in the popcorn machine. He was about to beat Dre's ass, man. I forgot that boy's name. That tough kid. Dre didn't want no pieces of that. The last time I saw Dre that shook is when he got elbowed in the ribs and he turned around and saw it was Ron Artest and he was like, I remember that. Draymond, Mr. Superhero and shit, could beat everybody up until he got elbowed and he turned around and saw it was Ron. He was, I forgot that kid's name, whatever that kid's name is. Matizo. The kid that you guys lost, man, the guy that Dre was he's about to get his ass whooped. Okay. All right, man. You talk about Gino. Hey, man, Eugene got out of he had to pay to get out of his situation, allegedly. That's what you do, man. That's what you do when you got a woman that's just there for the money. Give her some money so she'll leave. Shit. Smartest thing that Eugene did. You got to pay him to leave. Don't let him stay. You're gonna make her the manager and your girlfriend. I mean, what's wrong with you? All she really wanted was some money. Should have gave her that a long time ago. Right. All right, man. Ray Flores said, facts. Great is great. You need to see it in the tape. You can read it in the stats. You don't attend the game in person. Yes. Hey, dude. I'm fortunate. I've seen real goats and met real goats in my life. I was 9 years old when I met Muhammad Ali, man. I met Muhammad Ali when I was 9. Come on, dude. I know what a GOAT is. I've seen Jordan play several times. Lot. When Jordan broke his foot in his second year and was out 63 games in Oakland, I was there. I was there when he broke his foot. Okay? Stepped on Rod Higgins' foot. Didn't look like he was hurt. He limped off. We were talking to him. He was out 63 games. I was there. I've seen the greats play. Okay? I've seen Barry Bonds in life, real life. I've seen Ken Griffey Jr. in real life. I've seen Reggie Jackson, and I've seen Ricky Henderson. I've seen great players, bro. I saw Kareem play. I saw Dr. J play. I saw these guys, Charles Barkley and all these dudes play. I seen these dudes in my face. I spent money. I bought a ticket and sat down and saw these guys play. I saw Kobe Bean play in real life. Okay? I seen Iverson play in real life. I know what a GOAT is, bruh. And I seen Aaron Donald play in real life. Sure did. The first football game I ever took my 1-year-old to, he wasn't even one yet. Me and my wife and my son went to a preseason game over here at SoFi, the Raiders versus the Rams in SoFi. My son was about 8 months old. I saw Aaron Donald play, man, in preseason. He was sacking the shit out of us. We won the game because our second and third string outplayed their second and third. You're looking at somebody that saw Aaron Donald play for real. Okay? I've seen the man play. I'm not somebody that just saw it on TV. All right. Pelinka saves his job if the Lakers win 55 plus games. I mean, shit, if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. I mean, if they win 55 plus games, he needs to be coach. He needs to be GM of the year if they do that. If they can win 55 games with that roster, Rob Pelinka should be general manager of the year, bro. He should be. But I don't see that happening. I don't. Okay? All right, man. All right, man. Straight up. I actually would hope Woodson played a couple of more years. However, he felt it was time to hang up his cleats. Al Jordan. Well, man, like I said before, I think if Charles Woodson hadn't won his accolades when he left the Raiders, Woodson was so great. When it came to individual accolades, the Raiders held him back. Charles Woodson had to leave to be a defensive player of the year. The next year after he left, he became his decoy. The year after that, he won a Super Bowl. I think if he didn't win his decoy and win his Super Bowl, he would have played longer. But that man doesn't owe the Raiders extra years when he gave the Raiders everything he had. Woodson gave everything he had when he played for us. Everything. I used to talk to Charles all the time when we was back in Oakland, man. We used to be at the clubs and shit. That dude did everything he's supposed to do. That damn turf toe that he got was the reason why he had to, when he came back, he was playing safety. He couldn't play corner no more. Same thing happened to Prime. That turf toe, man. But if he didn't win those two things, he would have played more. But what would he have gotten? What thanks would he have gotten for all his hard play? Nothing. He wouldn't have got shit. He wasn't going to make it to Vegas. I don't think Charles Woodson would have played in Vegas. I think he's like, I'm an Oakland Raider, and that's it. That's a real Oakland Raider, bro. He's like, man, I'm not coming. I'm not going. He would have been like, I'm good. Go to Vegas for what? He already played. What was he going to do? He already played for John Gruden already. He played for him already, dude. He's like, I played for Gruden. I played for Gruden when it mattered, when we was doing some shit. He came into the league in 98. Al drafted him in 98. Who was our coach in 98? Chuck. He played for Chuck. Played against Chuck in the bowl. Got an interception. Remember when we lost to the damn when you guys' hero Rich Grannon threw 5 interceptions and 3 pick sixes, and you want to say that he's an all-time great Raider? Nah, he's not. He's an all-time great Raider loser is what he is. How you throw 5 interceptions in the freaking Super Bowl and 3 pick sixes, bro? How you do that? Who are you throwing it to? It's just ridiculous. Woodson still got an interception, though, off of Brad Johnson. So, Woody don't owe us nothing. He did everything he could do for us. Only reason why he left the Raiders is because Al didn't have no money. And why we didn't have no money? Because we weren't winning no games, and that stadium wasn't packed. Our franchise tagged him 2 years in a row. Couldn't pay him. What was he going to pay? What was he going to pay for? Some quick way hamburgers or some Everett and Jones lunch specials? No, he had to get paid. He won the depoy the next year to prove that he was worth the money that he was going to get. And to be honest with you, if you're a real Oakland Raider fan, like my boy Raider Trade on here and my boy Justin Saw, who absolutely loves Charles Woodson, I think the only person that he loves more than Max Crosby is Charles Woodson, if I ain't mistaken. Is exactly what I just said. There's no other reason for him to play anymore. A real Raider. Tom in the building. Okay. All right, man. Cam Carr. Cam Carr's all right. We'll see. Marty Lowe just got home, man. What's up, Rose? Okay. All right, man. Yeah, I see you, man. I got you, Willie Brown. Old man Willie, bro. That player, Willie Brown, getting that pick six in the Super Bowl, man. Super Bowl 11. I was watching it on TV, bro. 8 years old watching that shit. I saw that interception. Fran Tarkenton went back, man, threw that ball in the flat. Willie just ran in front of his. Old man Willie, bro. Pick six to the crib. Won my first ring, bro. Okay? Straight up. I have to agree with you, Shaq. You're right, man, most of the time. Hey, man, well, I can't be right. The only person that's right right all the time is God, bro. I never said I was right. Well, then again, I am right. I'm a right a lot, though. But, hey, man, I ain't God. But as a human being, I'm pretty damn good. When it comes to these Homo sapiens, pause. When it comes to them, I'm as good as they get. But when it comes to some walking on water and, resting on the seventh day, I'm not on that level, but I don't have to be. Okay? That's just like Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald don't have to be the best player in football no more. All he has to do is be an Aaron Donald, and that's good enough. All I have to do is be Matthew Shaq Unfiltered. That's all I got to do. I'm good. I know I'm good. That's why I'm on here. Okay? All right, man. Okay, man, I see what you're saying. All right, man. Yeah. Aaron Donald's wife runs his love. Why you marry somebody if you ain't gonna listen to him? I mean, I got boys that have been with their girls a long time, dog. They ain't never gonna marry him. They love him, but they ain't gonna marry him. And the reason why they won't is because that's the only thing they had. That's the only thing left. They done had the kids with them. They done been together with them. They done, they did all that. They ain't gonna marry him because that's the only thing they got left. That's the only bit of individuality they have. You're not my wife, though. Even though you got palimony, you got common law, been with somebody 7 years or more. Here in California, you got all these laws. They can't be an individual without that. That's the last straw they got. And they're going to hold on to that till death. They're not doing it. Because that's all they got. They can't give that up. Because it's a partnership. It's a contract. A marriage is a contract. It's an agreement. It's a business deal. Yeah, it's love and all of that. But why do you think when you're putting on your taxes, single, married, or whatever you're putting on there, when you put married on, you're going to get tax incentives and breaks and dependents and all of that shit. That's business. If the government's giving you a tax subsidy or giving you a break on taxes or giving you a marriage subsidy or giving you this or giving you that, that's a business deal. And you know what? They're not going to get, because that's all they got left. They can't be married and be an individual still. They can't do it. That's why they don't do it. They come up with every excuse in the book, but they cannot be married and still be individual at the same time. That's why they ain't gonna do it. Me, I'm married. I'm still me. I'm still gonna say what I say, be who I am, do what I do. She's gonna do what she says, do what she do, da 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 da. But we're not gonna cross lines because we respect and love each other enough to come together and see if we can do things together and not just run off on the reservation. But if you think that I'm gonna have an argument because, hey man, I'm about to go over here and go over here to the game, or go over here hang out with other, go to the bar and go watch the game, or go over here and do this, or go over there and do that, and I got to argue about it, you're mistaken. I don't have those. I don't have that going on. I can tell my wife I'm going to the strip club. Hey babe, we're going to the strip club tonight. She gonna say, okay, have fun. Sounds weird though, but no. If I want to go, that's where I'm gonna go. I'm like, hey, maybe we're going out. I'm gonna go out because I'm still an individual. I'm gonna come home, and I ain't gonna be doing nothing that's gonna mess my shit up. But if you think that there's things I have to lie about to go do, you crazy. I don't lie about anything. I'm gonna go over here. I'm going to the store. I'm going over. I'm gonna go to cigar lounge. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I ain't gotta lie. It's what I'm doing. Straight up. But when you know that that's the last thing you have, can't use that you ain't my baby mama, can't use that we don't live together, can't use that we don't have credit cards and phone plans and all that shit, can't use all that no more. You got one thing. I'm not married though. When you're out, you still think you got it. You still think that you could pop at these shooby doobies because you not married. You don't got no ring like me. I have my damn ring on and shit. When I go out, I put my ring on. They still think hey, you married? Nah, I ain't married. Got some kids? Yeah, I got some kids, but I ain't married. Come on, man. You know you can't go nowhere after 10 o'clock? Hell you talking about? I know what you won't be doing. You won't be giving her your number. That's what you won't be doing. Let me get your number. Well, why don't I why don't I take your number? Wound up trying to give her my number. Trying to give Shaq's number. Hey, Shaq, get her number, dog. You know how many times I had people tell me that? Yo, bro, I gave her your number. What you give her my number for? Well, yeah, dog, I said, man, anybody number, I don't answer numbers I don't know, though. I mean, she leave a number, call me, it ain't gonna help. Because you know you ain't gonna answer no phone. Because they gonna call. You know you can't get a phone call after 10 o'clock. Unless it's me. 10:01. Ring. You ain't answering it immediately. You don't even know what to do. You get up, walk out the room. Come on, man. Cut it out. All right, man. Anyone's excited about Derek Carr leaving the door open for the NFL return? Maybe. Jeffrey's idea, Curry 3-point shot. Man, Curry 3-point shot, man, damn. Curry 3-point shot ain't gonna beat no Bulls. That ain't working. Y'all getting y'all ass whooped against the Bulls, bro. I don't care how many threes he makes. You're not beating the Bulls. Period. Who's gonna stop Jordan? Y'all forget. 6-0 in the finals. 6 finals MVPs. Curry 4-2 in the finals. Come on, bruh. Y'all lost to Kyrie. Y'all lost to Kawhi Leonard. Don't start, bro. How in the hell do you think that the Warriors are going to beat the Bulls when you lost to Kawhi Leonard and them fools, bro? Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Lowry. Man, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves to even be thinking you guys are on the Bulls level. Y'all lost to Siakam and all of them dudes. Nick Nurse. Come on, man. You don't have a shot against the Bulls. Did you guys forget that you guys lost to Toronto? The only team in the history of the National Basketball Association to lose a championship to another country. You lost a world championship to Canada. That's like Kendrick Lamar losing the battle against Drake. You crazy as hell. Even the Dodgers didn't let the Blue Jays beat them. They were like, hell no. We're not losing to Canada. You think you're beating Chicago? No. You can give Curry all the threes he wants. You're not beating the Bulls. They're going to beat your brains in. You're losing 4-2. Michael Jordan has never played in a Game 7 in the finals. I saw Steph Curry lose a Game 7 to the guy who you love to hate the most by the name of LeBron James at home. Blew a 3-1 lead to Bronny Bron. And you're talking about you disagree. You disagree because you're a Warriors fan. But we don't care about that. You lost to Bronny Bron in a Game 7, up 3-1 in the finals, with a 73-9 record, which is the most ever won in a season, and you lost to Toronto with Kawhi Leonard. How in the hell are you beating Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and all of them? And don't forget, Steve Kerr is going to be coaching against himself. You got Steve Kerr coaching your team and Steve Kerr hitting game-winning threes for the Bulls. How the hell do you... Man, come on, bro. Stop. Stop, Jeff. Stop it, bro. Stop. Okay? All right. We're not worried about shooting threes. You're not beating the Bulls. I just told you. You lost to a whole LeBron James up 3-1 in Oakland. Then you lose to Kawhi Leonard and a bunch of no-name dudes. Fred Van Vliet. You lost to Fred Van Vliet, bro. The Warriors lost to Fred Van Vliet. Come on, but Pascal Siakam, Kyle Lowry, and Kawhi Leonard. And you guys are beating the Chicago Bulls. No, you're not. You're not. You're getting your face knocked off. Okay? And if Kyrie Irving didn't get hurt in the playoffs, in the finals, before he played you guys would have lost that first one to LeBron and them. In fact, the reason why you have Kevin Durant on your team is because Bronny Bron pent Andre Iguodala's ball up to the back of the backboard in the final seconds of that game for you guys to go and have Draymond sit in the parking lot in Oakland and call and beg KD to come over because you couldn't beat him without him. You stacked your whole team. So what are you talking about? You're not beating no Bulls, bruh. Period. Okay? You need to cut that shit out. All right. Rich Gannon. I hate Rich Gannon, bro. All right. Okay. Yeah, touchdown Timmy Brown. Yeah, that's true. All right, man. Of course. All right, man. Okay, man. Straight up. Charles had trouble safety at 38. Favorite Raider of all time. Hey. Like I said before, if Charles Woodson would have decided to come back at 40, would DeMarcus, would you have been like, I don't want him? You wouldn't have been doing that. Say, definitely will take Garrett. Okay. All right, man. Favorite Raiders are the ones I have personal connection with. That's right. Major Raider, which is many of the OG ones. Yeah, especially your boy Rod Martin, rest in peace. That dude had 3 interceptions in the Super Bowl and didn't win the MVP. A linebacker had 3 picks. That's Super Bowl 15. My second one against the Eagles. Because they voted on who the MVP was 5 minutes before the game was over. They didn't even wait till the end of the game to cast their votes in, and they gave it to Plunkett. But Rod Martin already had 2 interceptions already up to that time. They just mailed it in because it was the Raiders. They didn't even wait till the end of the game to vote. Rod Martin had 3 interceptions and didn't get it, but Sports Illustrated put him on the cover though. When it was time, because I got that issue because my dad got me a Sports Illustrated subscription. Me and Raider Trey were in middle school. It has Rod Martin on the cover because he should have been the MVP. Jim Plunkett will tell you that. Jim Plunkett will tell you, hey man, Rod, that was Rod's. But they did it. And then he got that 3rd interception. They already had submitted their ballots already. Oh, we're going to give it to Plunkett. Plunkett had a great game though, including that 91-yarder to Kenny King and all of that shit. But a linebacker to get 3 interceptions in a Super Bowl, man, you can't snub him. All right. Yeah, personal seat licenses, man. You have to own one. Get you some. Okay. All right, man. Okay, man. I see you. You have to purchase your tickets every season. That's facts. Champion Chuck. Okay. Chunky Chunk. Hey, Chunky Chunk. It ain't looking good for Niner Empire, bro. But I'll be there for that Niner Raider game. I will be there, Chunk. We need to go ahead and slap hands, bro. Slap hands right quick. Okay? But I'm going to be hella comfortable in there, bro. All my peoples are Niners, bro. Anybody want to try to get squirrely with me, you're going to be having a sea of red beating your ass over me. I got too many. All my boys are Raiders. All my boys are Niner fans. But I ain't got to worry about it. Okay? All right. So, yeah, so that's it, y'all. End of the damn day, man. I don't have to be a fan of the Rams to appreciate Aaron Donald, but I just wanted to make you understand, you need to put some respect on Aaron Donald's name, bro. That is the absolute greatest defensive tackle in the history of the National Football League. And he's playing it along the best defensive player in the entire league 2 years in a row. When you're looking at Aaron Donald and you're looking at Myles Garrett, that's 6 depoys on that defensive line. 6. That's 6 defensive players of the year. 6. Myles got 3. AD got 3. Tell me who has 6 depoys on their defense. You take Aaron Donald, they have 3. Tell me who has 3 depoys on their defense. The Rams. Who were the last couple of depoys we had? Patrick Surtain, he has 1. What defensive play? TJ Watt, he has 2. TJ Watt has 2, just off the top of my head, because I'm a football fan first. TJ Watt has 2. Patrick Surtain has 1. Myles Garrett has 3. Who else is still in the NFL that has a depoy right now? Who else can I think of that has a defensive player of the year going back more than 6 years? I can't even think of who else could have a depoy that's still in the league. Somebody go look it up. I just named probably the last 5 defensive players of the year, with Surtain 2, with probably Aaron Donald. If you go back 5 years, it's probably going to be Aaron Donald. He's not back in the league yet, but I can't even think of nobody that's still playing in the NFL past before Aaron Donald that's still in the league. Khalil Mack. I'd have started 1. Khalil Mack got a depoy. He's still playing. So Khalil Mack, Myles Garrett has 3. Aaron Donald, he comes back, he has 3. Patrick Surtain has 1. And who else? I don't see nobody else. Okay. All right, Major Raider. Okay, man, for sure I would say hello to Janelle and yes, definitely. Okay. Tell Araceli I said hello. Okay. All right. Chunker said, if you're a football fan, you have to respect the name Aaron Donald. But they don't understand how great Aaron Donald is until I told them. When I said that he's the greatest defensive player of all time, not of all time, excuse me, the greatest defensive tackle of all time, they didn't even understand that. Rams fan didn't even understand that. He's talking about, well, he didn't do as good. I'm like, man, are you crazy, bro? Are you crazy, bro? You already have the greatest defensive player in your team already. See, they haven't. See, a lot of these Ram fans, they don't even know what they got in Myles Garrett because they didn't watch Myles Garrett. Like I keep trying to tell you guys, man, the majority of football fans outside of their team don't really know shit. Like they know their team and they know the people that they play against in their division, and they're gonna know the obvious shit. You know, they're gonna tell you, well, who's the best quarterbacks? Oh, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, shit that anybody could tell you. But when it comes to shit like this Aaron Donald shit, how many people are not even understanding the importance of that shit? They do not understand that this is the all-time greatest defensive tackle ever that was standing on that hot-ass field at 105 degrees yesterday trying to see whether or not he still got it or not. And the only thing that can stop him from coming back is his wife telling him no. But she said yesterday, I'm learning so much. Aaron Donald's doing his job as a man. He's got to make sure his wife understands. You think you know me. You do. But you don't know everything. Let me show you better than I could tell you right quick. Which is exactly what he's going to do. And if you're in that NFC West, I don't feel sorry for you, bro. You better try to figure out what you're going to do. But I'm going to be watching. All right? Ray said first 4 games with Aaron Donald's a must watch. I'm watching all of them. NFL ticket sucks, man. NFL app to watch games exclusively as a poor product NFL game. Am I wrong? Hey, man, I got the NFL ticket. But I also get all the games free on satellite. So for somebody who gets all the NFL games for free, why do I pay for the NFL ticket every year? Because number one, I can write it off. And number two, I can record every game. When I have the games in there live, it's hard to record all those games. But with the NFL ticket, I can record every game. Every game from every team. Do I record them all? Pretty much. Unless it's going to be a boo-boo team against a boo-boo team. I'm not gonna record the Carolina Panthers versus the New York Jets. I ain't doing that. But if the Carolina Panthers are playing the Buccaneers, I'm gonna record that shit because I want to see what Baker Mayfield does. So get the NFL ticket, bro. It's like $300 or some shit, but get it. Then you don't miss nothing. So instead of me watching a bullshit ass rerun on TV, I'd be like, man, let me go check out this Dallas and the Dallas Cowboys versus the damn Minnesota Vikings game right quick. Let me check that out. I got it all recorded. And then I can just fast forward. What I do is I fast forward between plays. I don't sit there and go, and ain't the commercials. That shit come on. I fast forward all that talking in the beginning. Hi, this is Brent Musburger. Blah, blah. Fast forward all that shit. Get right to the kickoff. Ka-clunk. Catches it. Fast forward all the way shit till they come out. Boom. First play, tackle. Fast forward it again to the line. Tackle. I go. Take me like an hour and a half to watch a whole game. I fast forward between all that shit. I don't watch no commercials. I don't watch no in-betweens. I just watch every play. Zzz. Tackle. Okay? Third down, blah, blah, blah. Zoop. Next play. Zoop. Up, 3 and out. Get to the punt. Zoop. Hour and a half. I zip through all that shit. Okay? All right. Okay. Aaron Donald, talking about Aaron Donald's wife. Yeah, Aaron Donald's wife is a real one, bro. Okay? She's not playing. She made it clear that she was running shit when she said earlier, when Myles Garrett came, she says, y'all funny. In other words, with a bunch of laughing emojis. Is your husband coming back? Y'all funny. I'm married to a black woman. I know what that shit meant. I know a lot of y'all didn't understand, but I understood what that meant. She says, y'all, in other words, y'all got jokes. That's what that meant. Y'all got jokes. Y'all funny. He ain't going nowhere. He retired. But that's not what she said yesterday. Okay? Yesterday she said, I'm learning so much. In other words, you married an absolute monster. You married a beast. You can't keep a beast caged up. You got to let a beast get out there and beast. That's what she learned. She's like, oh shit, I really did marry the goat. She's probably like, honey, just get out there and see if you got it. Just get out there, run some drills and see. And he did. And she's like, wow. Noah says, are you keeping up with soccer? It's not as exciting as it was, but all my teams are getting their asses whooped. Okay? USA out, Brazil out, France is out. Kylian Mbappe, they lost yesterday. We're going to see, man. We're going to see. Argentina still in. Everybody want Messi to win. We're going to see. England in. But it is what it is. Okay? All right, man. Love all y'all, man. Just wanted to come in here, man, and let you know, man. We'll be watching. Aaron Donald, see what's popping. And we'll go from there. But I'm going to be outside, man. I'll be blowing on this. Blaze one for the nation. And we'll chop it up later, bro. But, hey, y'all better put some respect on Aaron Donald's name, dog. But you'll find out. He come back. Anybody that's playing against him that's not my team, I'm going to be laughing. About to check a filter.